when you were going through the case,
yes,
did you think you were going to go to jail?
No.
I really didn't think so either. I was kind of like, they're going to knock this down.
I've never been in trouble before.
Yeah.
The level of my offense was very low, which meant that I was eligible for probation, where the judge didn't have to have a sort of, it's called a downward departure, or she didn't have to go to another level. Like, I was eligible for probation, house arrest, and max 8 to 14 months in prison. But also, you got to keep in mind that I was a nonviolent offender, and I've never been in trouble before. So you put those factors in that I'm already eligible for probation, and I was about 3 years sober. I volunteered at the police department to speak to young kids about substance abuse. I was working at 2 rehabs on the side because I was sober and I love to sort of spread the hope. And they still would like.
Do you think that was like Jersey Shore related? Do you think there was like some spite
No,
involved?
I just think that because it's a very big show and it's a double-edged sword. You have a big name and they sometimes you have to maybe be. You have to pay for your past mistakes. I had to be accountable, and she had every right to do what she did. And I had to accept it, hold my head high, and handle the whole situation with grace and class. I just didn't think I was going to get, any jail time. I thought I was going to get probation, but it didn't work out with that. But like I said,
you didn't find out until like she said it?
Right then and there, she said it, and it clicked in my head like, okay, I have to accept this. I have to handle this like a gentleman, because when you're younger and you're in an Italian household, you get taught to handle adversity with your head held high, and you better man the fuck up.
Yeah, you also get taught to handle a bid too. I've seen The Godfather.
Yes. You better man the fuck up.
Hold your head and come home a little bit,
okay, and handle that bid. I mean, listen, you don't want to handle a bid, you don't want to, but God forbid you have to. You've been taught since a little kid to be like, okay, I have to hold my head high. This is what we're doing now. Okay, this is what we're doing.
Have a choice, so
this is what we're doing.
roll.
We don't have a choice. And like I said, I'm not going to be a bitch. So I wanted to show the sort of the younger generation how to handle adversity with grace and class. Okay, and pretty much AKA don't be a bitch.
So when we go through, little bullshit, nothing compared to you, we often say like, well, this sucks, but it's going to make for a good episode of the podcast. We're going to have some jokes to tell. We're going to have some material to work with. Were you thinking about like, all right, this fucking sucks, but when I come home, I'm back on TV. I got a story to tell.
Yes,
you're back in the spotlight, the whole nine.
Definitely easier said than done, but that was the plan the whole time around. It was to, all right, I'm going into an unknown situation, something that's going to be uncomfortable. How can I turn this negative situation positive? And my brain was like, okay, I'm going to have time to finally work on my fitness. I'm going to have time to lose the weight. And I can put this behind me. This was like a legal odyssey that was lasting like 5 years of a case and fines.
That's some shit. Like,
it's almost like fine.
I'd be
let's
like,
just do it.
Like, I will go to jail. Fine.
Yeah, I just want this to be over with.
Yeah, I'm going to pay my fines. I'm going to pay my restitution. I'm going to show people how to handle adversity when it happens. And I'm going to put this behind me and be my best self and live my best life. That was the plan. I'll be honest with you, I ended up executing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was, like I said, it was easier said than it was done. Because in prison, is not always a positive day, but I had to choose positivity. You know what I mean?
How do you do that?
It's like this.
Give me a rundown.
There is a light at the end of every tunnel, but that light, don't forget, is you. Did you get that or just blow your mind?
I mean,
all right.
I'm the emoji
so what I'm
right
trying
now.
to say is I'm also trying to explain to you that the only person that can fix your life is the man in the mirror, a man or a woman in the mirror.
Yeah, that dude's lazy as shit.
Okay, exactly. Also, I'm going to add to that fact that in life, if you want to be successful, there are no excuses. And I'm also going to say to you that you're in the public eye. You guys are successful, right? You gotta get to the point where there's no excuses in life.
I love excuses. I love a good excuse.
Excuses
are the best.
No, but you understand. I'm letting you know you guys are in a very good situation right now. All right, and I was also in an awesome situation as well. If you tend not to be grateful and take care of the blessings that the Lord has bestowed upon you, you're gonna have a situation. Simple as that. All right.